Muting out now. Well, hello and welcome to Friday. Welcome to Michael, who gets another first medal tonight. We have to get that to the bigger medal board, that's for sure. We have resumed normal transmissions on in the new year. Had a great time last night. I really missed my gameplay. Felt like I could have played for a long time, but I had to go to work, get to bed. Hi, Carl. Good to see you. Welcome, welcome. Nice of you to join us. You will be joining us for subsequent gameplay, I'm told. So, yay!
And I'm back.
Welcome back. I'm here with Corday, as you can hear. Welcome, welcome. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine, thank you. How are you doing? Oh, and welcome to Michael and Carl, both.
Yep.
Shield time.
Indeed.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
shield time indeed. I can't wait to test this thing out.
Exactly.
I wonder how it would fare against a grenade.
Oh, we can try.
Yes, got to test it for science. Oh, I'm so looking forward to this.
Oh, of course.
Alrighty, week 110 update with new titanium tower shield with massive area of coverage. The new titanium tower shield provides a large area of damage coverage, excuse me, along with a huge amount of resistance, which is what you would expect from a strong shield that is tall enough to protect your body. So take us into it, if you would, please.
So this week, week 110, this update adds the newest and most powerful shield, the Titanium Tower Shield. With 140 degrees of area coverage and 85% damage resistance, this is one of our strongest defensive items to date, but it will require a high cost of resources to craft. 140 degrees is actually less than the composite shield, but the 85% is indeed a bit higher than the composite shield.
Yeah, well, excuse me, you can't expect everything, so you got to have a bit of give and take,
Yeah,
so they
you
take a
make a
bit of,
trade-off.
yeah, you make the trade. You trade the degree coverage for the damage resistance.
Yeah.
And
Now, if
140 degree area of coverage is pretty big. I mean,
you
if you
compare
can put
this one
yourself,
with, for example, the tier 3 shield, which is the carbon fiber,
uh-huh,
and compare it with the steel heater shield in tier 2, this one is better than both.
yeah, and welcome to It's Me Again, who says the shield looks promising. It does indeed. I
It is
like
me
the
again.
look of it.
Welcome.
I like
Yeah.
the look of it in the images. And actually, I was just going to say, if you find yourself with a lot of uh, I don't know, let's just say Jaguars, as I had last night. I had three of them on me last night. I could have done with a titanium shield last night. Um,
Didn't you have the steel heater shields yet yesterday?
no, at that point, I still had the bone shield on my back
Oh yeah, yeah.
because it was kind of early on. Um, but yeah, I mean, if it's going to give you 140 degrees of area coverage, then you just put yourself in a corner and stick your shield in front of you. Job done.
Yep. Shield in one hand, knife in the other,
Yep.
and go to town. But yeah,
Yeah.
let's
And it,
jump in and let's have a read, shall we?
yeah. Please do.
So tower shields, titanium tower shield this week. This week's update introduces the newest powerful shield, the titanium tower shield. 140 degree block radius, 85% damage blocking, making it a powerful asset indeed.
Indeed.
It's craftable on the foundry and requires an extensive list of materials, including titanium plate. Don't forget, you use 3 titanium ingots for 1 titanium plate.
Right.
You need epoxy, cured leather, and steel screws. Now, epoxy, cured leather, steel screws, not a problem.
No, they're really
Titanium
easy to
plates,
get.
however, they are expensive.
Yeah, I see a thumper session coming up here, or maybe even two.
Really? On my open world? You
Well,
do realize I have, amongst others, a titanium deep vein, right?
well, yeah, that would be good. It's gonna come in
So
handy right now.
no worries about the costs. But it is expensive, I can tell you that.
Okay.
Now, when attached to your back, the shield provides a strong defense against damage from behind, giving it multi-purpose use even when not equipped. Yeah, by default I run around with a shield on my back.
Yeah.
Unless I have to carry like a radar or something, or an extractor.
Yeah. In which case you shove it in your inventory.
Yeah, and as soon as I put down the item, the shield goes back on the back.
Yeah.
Anyway, next we are back. We are back in the office this week, with most of the team returning from their holidays after a well-deserved break. We are looking at all the bugs, comments, and the feedbacks from everyone who has posted some over the last period.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this patch is the last of the holiday patches, so be ready for longer change logs again from next week. Yeah, the holiday patches were the short ones, like last week. The new animal, Ignari. This week, Shield. Like last couple of weeks, it's just the small patches with just one item in it.
Yeah.
So
Like
there is still the update every week, but they could prepare it before their holiday.
Yeah,
And indeed, we have seen very short patch notes.
yeah,
Next
we have.
week, we will be having longer change logs again. Now, these holiday patches were isolated pieces of content that could be done safely without affecting stability of our larger pieces of ongoing work on power networks, further detailed below. As for the battery and networks update, as mentioned in previous weeks, we are nearing the completion of the batteries and network system. It all is functional, and we are working on bug fixes we find during the testing process. We're also working on the quality of life and will start a balance pass shortly.
Okay, we've got
We
pretty
are
good quality of life at the minute. We've had a new medic backpack. Excuse me.
yep.
We've had a
We had
new
the new armor,
yeah, we've had new
tuck-in armor.
rugs, we've had a new animal, and now we've got a new shield. So I mean,
So we are wanting to get this into our hands as quick as possible, but due to some issues with the build machines, it was unfortunate that we were not able to provide a build before the holiday period. We are working on these issues now while others are still cleaning up the new system. So hopefully shortly it will be on experimental branch.
mhm,
I've been preparing in my open world already a little bit for this by making a bunch of solar panels.
mhm,
Because as soon as the batteries come in, solar panels become useful to charge the batteries during the day, so they can
run at
you can
night.
use the power at night.
Yeah,
But I have to say, those solar panels, they are massively expensive.
yeah, especially when you can make a wind turbine, and all it costs you is the materials to build it and the space to set up, and it'll just run forever with no maintenance.
Yeah, day and night. Sure, the solar panels give you what, 5k or so power per? Water wheels 2.5k, the wind turbines 1750. So solar panels give way more, but man, are they expensive to craft?
Yeah,
Really expensive.
well, they've always been expensive, but I think they should become a little bit less expensive in order to encourage people to use them more.
I don't know. On the other hand, especially in combination with batteries, sure, expensive, but worth it. You don't
Yeah,
have to build massive fields of wind turbines no more.
well, yeah, that's true. You can put them in a more compact space.
Yeah, you've seen my wall of power, which provide like 80k power at the moment or so, because 60k wasn't enough anymore for my base. Oops.
Yeah, well, your base is pretty sizable, you know.
I've also been preparing a room which I can turn into a battery room as soon as the batteries come in. So yeah, I've been preparing a bit already.
Yeah, yeah, but preparation is good. You know, you can never have too much preparation.
Exactly. Well, let's continue. Optimization and missions. A common request we see on every single update is for more work on optimization. Now, work in this area continues indefinitely. However, due to the nature of the work, release timeframes can be unpredictable. It relies heavily on analysis and testing, and some optimizations simply don't achieve a good enough result to be worth mentioning, or they don't improve performance at all and need to be revisited. Rest assured, though, there are several aspects to this that are still works in progress, and when and if they yield good enough results, we'll make sure you hear about them. So yeah, optimization, ongoing process as said before in earlier patch notes.
Yeah,
And everyone who knows a bit about coding knows how hard it can be to optimize, and indeed like how unpredictable these optimizations can be. You can't really say, okay, by then we'll have an X amount of optimization. It doesn't work that way.
No, no, it certainly doesn't. We've said this before as well. I would rather them spend time and release something that works and works well than release it early and have it just mess up really badly to the point where people don't want to use it.
Exactly.
As we've experienced that with other things as well.
Exactly.
Modules. Excuse me. Another
Modules
common,
that aren't working proper and stuff. Yeah, I know.
yeah, that work for the wearer and not for those around them when its intention is to work for those around
Just
them
the other
and
way
not the
around.
wearer.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Another common request, common question is regarding additional mission content. These are pieces of work that have longer lead times as they involve coordinating recording time with voice actors, which we usually do batches of at once rather than on a per mission basis. These had been on hold so we could finish up the open world integration, but as that work has wrapped up for now, we are well positioned to author entirely new mission content once again. Expect to see more of these in future updates.
I reckon we will get new missions the moment we get new areas of the map unlocked. So I
Yeah,
reckon there will be missions to actually unlock those, like, or at least I hope so, Olympus style. Like you need to do a certain mission before you unlock a certain portion of the map.
yeah, you have
And
to
Styx
blast.
had kind of similar where you had to do missions to unlock shortcuts and stuff.
Yeah, yeah, like having to use a laser weapon to blow through a wall that didn't actually blow up.
Yep. But yeah, I reckon we get new missions to unlock those map pieces. I hope we get missions to unlock them. I
Yeah,
like missions.
well, that yeah, we all like missions because they give you more of the history and the lore behind it. So yeah, it's I'm looking forward to it.
Yep.
So
Next week we'll get new smoker and recipes to go with them. Next week we are adding a new charcoal powered smoker at tier 3, which will include all the drying rack recipes, as well as 10 new recipes to go along with, which provides different food buffs. Okay, so we'll have to revisit our default menu, our default food set to check the new recipes. Like, is there anything that's better than we're currently eating? So put it in our default food set.
yeah, yeah. And plus the other thing is that if we have a forest fire, we might actually be able to put all those dead trees to some use now.
Charcoal, you just craft a bunch of sticks and you burn them.
Yeah, well,
Easy
if you've got
enough.
if you've got a forest fire,
Well, dead trees don't actually give you that much charcoal. Plus, don't forget Prometheus forest fire. Nah, there are 2 or 3 trees on fire, and that's it. Because there's so little undergrowth, and there's no real forest as such.
yeah, but that can be a good thing because you can just get like a set of 3 trees. I mean, trees are not exactly particularly popular in Prometheus so much. So you've got to be kind of careful what you do with your wood stores. So if you get a patch of 3 trees that are burnt to a crisp, like we saw last night in that lightning storm.
At that point, you can go and grab them. But like I said, it's easier to burn sticks. But yeah, the burnt trees definitely get a better use now because you don't use charcoal a whole lot. Couple of small things like the heat bandage and the cold bandage use charcoal, I believe. You
Yeah,
can use charcoal for gunpowder, but if you have the talent for it, there is also the recipe where you can make it with spoiled plants, which is actually cheaper Because spoiled plants are like free in your water wheels. I have like 15 water wheels in my base purely for the spoiled plants.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. But it's
Alrighty.
nice. It's gonna be nice to see what the smoker has, and nice to have like new recipes.
Yeah. Okay, Stationeers, which is Rocketworks' another game from Rocketworks. The Rocket Update. The Stationeers is another game from Rocketworks that inspired a lot of the approaches to in-world interaction and other aspects of Icarus, and they've just completed a large piece of work on a new rocketry system. If complex atmospheres and logic systems sound like fun to you, Cornet, definitely take a look at Stationeers and the update post below.
I don't know. I like the survival kind of games. I can play it without having to think too much.
Yeah. So this looks like the update they've done for the rockets. I don't really see. I don't play Stationeers, so I don't know how it's different, or if it's different, or what's different.
Me neither.
So unfortunately, can't comment on that. But if you are a Stationeer player, then you can go to this link right here, the Rocket Update, and it will take you to the update, and you can read through that. And just here it says Stationeers is an early access game that we are very passionate about, but note that our current build does still contain some recent bugs. We've done 2 hot fixes now, however, there are still issues with our tutorials that we are working on over the weekend. If you feel like trying the game out instead of the tutorials, we recommend hitting up our kind community on Discord until we get a tutorials hotfix out.
Yeah, early access. So do expect bugs every so often.
Yeah. Back to Icarus. Take us through how we can support the development, please.
So while expansions are where we vastly extend gameplay, the outposts and content packs were made to provide a way for those who enjoy the project to further support it, and in return receive some simple new content. And some nice looking content in case of the content packs, the building packs, decoration packs, furniture.
Yeah.
This content is not essential for the game, or to benefit from most of our weekly content updates. Consider purchasing the Complete the Set pack if you continue to enjoy Icarus and you want to further provide support to its ongoing development. So Complete the Set is basically everything you don't have yet. You can buy with a Complete the Set. It's a dynamic set. Everything you don't have yet will be in. Everything you already have will not be in. It will currently it's 10% off and will total at €125.17. And there's also the architecture bundle with the interior decoration pack, you know, the geode lamps, the paintings. There's the industrial furniture with the industrial and the brutalist furniture sets. And there's the art deco furniture pack, the fancy, posh, shiny, gold, very nice looking decoration pack.
Oh,
You don't
yeah.
need it to play the game.
It just looks really good.
It looks really good. Really, really good.
Yeah, nice aesthetics.
Oh yeah.
Alrighty.
Well, and changelog once again is short. Enabling the titanium tower shield and recipe so the item can be crafted and used.
Sweet. Looking forward to testing this out.
Again, starting next week, we will have longer patch notes again. So this is the last of the short ones.
yeah, now that we're back to normal weekdays and everything after the festive period.
Yep.
And
So
yeah,
I'd say we are done with the patch notes.
I would say so, yes. Another short one tonight. Just 25 minutes long-ish, I think.
Yep.
So, we will be back shortly with subsequent gameplay where I really look forward to testing his shield out on with Cornet.
And with Carl. Yeah.
And with Carl.
Carl is
Yes,
back from
Carl is
vacation.
back. Yay!
Yeah. So we're gonna be playing again. Yeah.
Yeah. Good. Alrighty. So yeah, we will we'll meet back at the hour at
Yep.
my 10 o'clock, your 11 o'clock, and everybody else's whatever o'clock, depending on your time zone.
Yes. Just over 5 minutes from now.
Yeah, 7 or 8 minutes, something like that. Alrighty. I'd like to say thank you to everybody who watched, anybody who lurked, and all who participated in the chat, namely Moshbo, Michael, and Carl. And we will.
Mosbo, have I missed him?
Yeah, he said howdy. No, no, it's me
Beg
again.
pardon?
Sorry, not Moshbo. It's me again. Sorry, Moshbo was last night. My apologies. It's me again. Is back in the chat, so it's good to have you. Thanks very much. Yeah, we'll be back shortly with the subsequent gameplay where we'll be testing out the titanium shield for science. So until then, it's good night from me.
And good night from her.
And we will see you shortly. And remember, folks, it really is a dangerous world out there, so please take care of yourselves and each other. Good night.